breathe in, swim in the cosmic vibration of everything around you. Find stillness in it and listen. Welcome to beautiful Barbados. We are here today with an invigorating yoga workout class that will use Surya Namaskar B sun salutations as the foundation for a toning and sculpting practice. We're going to be adding different toning exercises to each posture, creating a dynamic and effective workout that will engage and challenge your muscles. So if you're ready to get started, grab your mat and let's begin. Today's video is sponsored and brought to you by Peak. The Peak Skin Duo has been one of my strong foundations in helping keep my skin hydrated and clear. With constant travel, my skin would suffer a lot from dryness and flakiness. But since I began incorporating the Peak Skin Duo into my daily ritual, I've noticed a huge improvement in the hydration and elasticity of my skin. I love starting my day with a cup of matcha that I mix with some water and creamy oat milk. The Sun Goddess high-quality matcha contains powerful green tea antioxidants to firm and brighten the skin, as well as chlorophyll that detoxifies my skin. After my yoga practice, I love having my BT fountain hydrator, as it's not only sugar-free and deliciously refreshing, but it's also packed with tons of natural electrolytes, minerals, and hyaluronic acid, which is huge in providing moisture for my skin and reducing fine lines. The matcha and BT fountain duo, they beautifully complement each other and allow me to create a very healthy, holistic skincare routine. I truly feel that Peak's teas and supplements are more than just skincare products. They're a way to unlock radiant health and authentic beauty from within. So if you're like me and you're looking to create a holistic and natural skincare foundation, click the link in the description of this video or head to peaklife.com/Boho Beautiful Yoga for 15% off and free shipping for life on Peak's Radiant Skin Duo. With that said, let's get back to our practice. Grab your mat and let's begin. Welcome, friends. Thank you so much for joining me here today for this yoga workout practice. Let's get started today by coming up towards the top of your mat standing. So come on forward, bring your feet together. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears, arms next to the side of your body. Let's begin our practice by just taking a couple of deep breaths here. Bringing ourselves into this present awareness. Beginning with our Surya Namaskar B as the foundation of our practice today. So inhale, come up to your chair position, Utkatasana, and then release all the way down into forward fold. Inhale, you're going to come up halfway. Exhale, first let's just take 2 steps before we start jumping into plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Release the toes and open into upward facing dog. Then as you exhale, press and lift your hips, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, step your left foot between your 2 hands, ground your right heel, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Release the hands, pivot back into plank position, Chaturanga. You can also keep your left foot off the mat the whole time if you wish. Up dog, downward facing dog. Other leg, right foot steps forward, left heel grounds, Warrior 1. Beautiful. Then release the hands, pivot the back heel, step back into plank or single-legged plank, Chaturanga, upward facing dog. And exhale, come into your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, hop to the front of your mat. Halfway, exhale, fold, and then come right down into that Utkatasana chair, arms reaching up. And then exhale, hands come down to your heart, Samastiti. Let's do that again, building on top of the sequence. Inhale, Utkatasana chair. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, step, or you can hop at this time and land right into your plank, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward between your two hands. Ground your left heel, warrior one position. Good, hold it here, and then you're gonna bend your elbows. You're gonna take your hands behind your head. What you're gonna do is you're gonna bring that left knee to your chest as you twist and touch your right elbow to the knee. So we go twist and step back into warrior one. Twist, step back into warrior one. Twist and back. Release the arms up. Dive down, step back into plank, or you can keep that right foot hovering and then take your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to do that again on the other side. Left foot steps forward, ground your right heel, warrior one, get nice and low. Once you've found your center, bend your elbows, hands behind your head. Left elbow to right knee as you twist one, step back. Twist, step back for two. Twist and three. Twist and four. Extend your arms. Release the arms down, pivot, step back into plank or one-legged plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath here. Exhale out. Awesome. Lift the heels, bend your knees, hop to the front. Halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend both knees, coming back up. Utkatasana, get as low as you can with your hips. And then standing up tall, Samastiti. Continuing on. Take a deep breath back into that Utkatasana chair. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step back, plank, chaturanga. Adding an extra push-up if you wish. And then upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and step your left foot to the front of your mat, ground your heel. Lift up into warrior one. And then hands behind your head. This time we're gonna open into warrior two. Tap your front elbow to the front knee and open. So we're doing little side crunches here and open. Tap and open. Bring it forward and up. Forward and up. Reach and up. A really great exercise to strengthen the oblique muscles while at the same time firing up that lower body through the warrior two stance. Good. Bring it forward and up. Awesome, guys. Extend your arms. Warrior two. Hold. And then back into warrior one as you square off the shoulders. Drop the hands. Pivot back into your plank or single-legged plank. Bring the left knee in and out for 1 and 2 and 3. Bring the knee in and out 4 and 5, and then take your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, my friends, other side. Right foot steps forward. Ground your left heel. First, get nice and strong into that warrior one. Bend your elbows, hands behind your head. And now open the body, warrior two, right elbow, right knee, and lift up for 1 and 2. So you want to open up the hips here and shoulders. 3 and 4, getting into that right oblique. 5, try to get that full contact, elbow to knee. 7, 8, 9, one more, guys. Awesome, 10. Now extend your arms back up to the sky, pivot and turn the hips. Warrior one, dive it down. Now come into that high plank position, right leg extended, bring the right knee to chest, and then extend back for 1 in and 2. If this is getting too much for you guys, you can just hold that high plank position if you need to, and then give me chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's just take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale and let it go. Awesome. Lift the heels, bend your knees, hop to the front of your mat. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend both knees, come into Utkatasana chair. Get nice and low with your hips. And then stand up tall, hands in Samastiti. And again, chair position, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, step or hop right back into plank. You can take a push-up here in between if you like, or two. And then come up into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, stepping forward with your right foot between your two hands, ground your left heel, warrior one once again. Find that strength. And then from here, you're going to bring your hands behind your head, pivot so you square off into a full crescent lunge, extend your front knee, and then bend both knees for lunge squat for 2 and 3. So that back knee just hovers above the ground. It doesn't touch the floor. Extend, down, down. You got it. Extend, down. Hover, hold, reach both arms up to the sky. And then ground the left heel once again, warrior one. Lower down, pivot, extend back into that plank. Again, you can hold it here or add that extra knee crunch. Extend, bring it in and extend. 3, 4, and then from here, stack both of your feet open to your left hand, side plank position, right arm reaches up and just pulse. 2, 3, little pulses. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Come back into high plank position. Give me chaturanga, dandasana, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take it to the other side. Left foot steps forward, ground your right heel, warrior one first. And then either hands behind your head or in front of your heart. Pivot so you're square with the hips and give me a lunge squat for 1, 2, 3. That right knee just barely hovers above the ground. It never touches the floor as you squat down. And up. And up. You got it. Get nice and low with that back knee. Beautiful, guys. Extend the back knee. Ground the right heel, warrior one once again. Drop the hands. Step back into high plank. Bring that left knee to chest and extend the leg back. In, 2, and 3, 4. Bring your feet together and then stack them as you come onto your right hand, side plank. Left arm reaches up and then add the little pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Come forward with your hands back into plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Awesome here. Let's just take a big breath in. Slow down your heart rate a little bit. Exhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, hop to the front, halfway lift, forward fold, bend both knees, come back into that final Utkatasana chair. Awesome, and then stand up tall into Samastiti, hands at your heart. Beautiful job, you guys. Let's go ahead and take a big breath, reach both of your arms up to the sky, and then exhale, just dive down to your forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, sink all the way down and sit down over towards your mat. Let's just take a little breather here and come into our butterfly pose. Bring the soles of your feet together, ground with the sit bones, hold on to your ankles. And then as you exhale, just allow yourself to release. You can reach your arms forward if that feels good, or keep your hands at your ankles or toes. And just notice this beautiful sensation in the hips, allowing your hips to open. This is just an opportunity for us to come back to that breath, come back to that connection. If you felt like your heart was racing or beating faster, this is the moment where we slow it down. Come back to that beautiful state of tranquility within. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, coming up. And let's do our very final core exercise, boat to canoe. So come into boat, hands in front. If you want to modify, you can bring your hands behind you onto the mat, like so. Or for a little more advanced, keep it in front, extend the legs and bring it in. And 2, extend the legs and body and then into your boat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. Almost done, you guys. This is our final big push. Extend and in. Awesome, you guys. And release. Go ahead and come into a comfortable seated position on your mat, feet crossed in front of you. Let's come back to that breath. Taking a deep breath in, reaching both arms up to the sky. Exhale, release into your side stretch. One hand down, the other arm reaches over towards the front of your mat or the back of your mat, depending what side you begin with. Good, and just breathing into the side body here. And then switching sides. So same thing, just give it a nice stretch. Just be careful that your sit bones are not lifting off the mat. You want to stay square, balanced and centered here. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Slowly returning back to center. Taking a breath in as you reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands over to your heart. Let's just take a deep breath in and exhale out. Just bring yourself back to that center, that equilibrium within the body. And then slowly bow down to your heart in gratitude for your amazing work today. Thank you so much for joining me here today in beautiful Barbados. I send you all my love and light, and I look forward to seeing you in our next class. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. I just wanted to let you know that the outfit that I was wearing in this practice is from our new eco-sustainable apparel line called Awaken Bohemian. We got yoga pants, we got yoga tops made out of recycled water bottles, made in the USA, and we are extremely proud of this line. So if you guys want to learn more, go to awakenedbohemian.com. Now with that, I'll see you in our next class.
We need to make the idea of spirituality, which isn't religion, it's just the connection to self, needs to be approachable to everyone. It's just like when you talk about yoga, right? Like if you're going to be showing yoga and people bending in half, of course people are going to be like, well, it's not for me. But if you approach it from a perspective of like, no, it's not even about touching your toes. It's about what you learn about yourself on your way down. That's what yoga is.
Human design, just at a very basic level of understanding, it's the understanding that everyone on the planet has a unique way in which their energy works, how they best make decisions, the areas that they're most prone to outside conditioning, how to understand everything about yourself. It's like a blueprint into who you uniquely are and what you uniquely need to be in order to give what you're here to give to the planet. Which, when you think of it from that perspective, we don't really need to do anything. I think that's the other thing that we see a lot in the spiritual space is like, I need to become my authentic self, to become more aware. And yeah, sure, those are all great things, but it's not about becoming something. It's about deconditioning to unbecome everything. That's when life gets fun.